Hi everyone, welcome to your Alchemy Scope. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the macrocycle. So what story is imbuing the energy set for all of us on a collective scale? To do that, I'm pulling up the Sabian symbol for the exact degree point of our new moon in Scorpio that is occurring at 19 degrees Scorpio on November 11th, 11/11/2015. The Sabian symbol is delicious. It is a woman draws away two dark curtains, closing the entrance to a sacred pathway. Now, this one, you don't have to be very intuitive to get the whole message, the whole energy set behind this micro story of this symbol, because these symbols, sometimes only a couple words long, contain great depth of meaning. This particular symbol, a woman drawing away two dark curtains that have been closing the entrance to a sacred pathway, is so self-evident. We are opening our eyes. We are seeing new realities. We are seeing the depths of interdimensions. This is juicy. It's very good. And for it to be occurring on the 11/11 portal, this new moon point, is quite something. So it could be, whether you're a woman or a man listening to this scope, that indeed you feel the energies quite clearly at this point in time as we move forward into, a more evolved self. It's ever evolving. The last couple months have been kind of unprecedented. The next several years will prove to be powerful and shifting. We are not going to recognize the people that we were. A year, even 6 months down the line, we're not going to recognize who we once were. This is a very poignant time. You are moving through a very poignant portal. You are stepping into your power, and in fact, you are drawing away curtains that previously veiled realities. So this is exciting. So let's go ahead and move on to the I Ching and see what your specific sign's microcycle is. Pisces. So let's take a look at the I Ching hexagram that came forward to reflect your particular microcycle, or the energetic story underpinning the month ahead. You received number 32, endurance. The two trigrams that make up this I Ching hexagram are thunder above, wind below. Endurance is fostered when inner constancy is coupled with external flexibility. Long-distance runners must adapt readily to changing conditions while maintaining an inner determination and strength of purpose. Two trees growing near each other adapt to enhance each other's survival. A strong image of durability is a stable marriage of intimate partners, striking a dynamic balance between involvement in the outside world and nourishment in the home. True endurance is not based on rigidity, for it implies movement and not immobilization. Continuity is achieved through movement. Stay active while also allowing yourself time and space to stay connected to your innermost self. Pisces, welcome to your spreads for December. So let's get started. This is my series deck, 144 card, my own personal deck. I've already shuffled. We'll do the Ascended Master, as we always do, and we're also going to pull the assortment of the Carolyn Miss Archetype cards so we can have you guys tune in and glean the archetypal quality set that is really asking you to mature it this month. So let's take a look at what we have for Pisces. Okay, so there's something about expression coming to the fore here. Pisces. All right, lovelies. So let's take a look. The sun is starting to go down now, so hopefully you'll be able to see everything fine throughout the reading. So the center section here, Pisces, for you, for this synchronic spread, has to do with your work, your exchanges with people. By the way, I'm going to turn these over. If you've watched this before, you know that the reversals actually just represent the additional information that comes for each sector. It doesn't represent traditional reversals. So let's take a look. All right. So yeah, so the center section is about work, looking at another choice. You're hoping for another choice that's more special, that's more distinctive, that's more precious to you. You're looking for better work. Something that feels better, that is happier, that's more aligned with you. And you're hoping that it looks like over the course of this new moon to new moon cycle that starts at our Scorpio new moon on 11/11, that you are going to be hoping for another choice of precious work to come forward, to present itself. I mean, obviously, you need to move toward it. You need to actually gain some clarity about the areas that bring you bliss and joy. And in fact, the investigation card did come up. So you are called to investigate, and you are going to innately, inherently have the impetus to investigate this month during the cycle. So investigation is going to come up. It's interesting though, Pisces, because there's something about you waiting for communication to express yourself with regard to work or with regard to your desires, with regard to what you'd like to see come to pass. So this came up in the spiritual sector, not yet. This is about waiting. And it's like, for some of you out there, you're kind of the deepest parts of yourself, you're withholding. And the polarity point, the linked point here is the emotional sector, which is writing. And this is, again, this is the emotional sector. So this is about expression. It's not necessarily writing for work, although it could be for some of you. But in a general way, this is about expressing yourself. And what I'm gleaning is that this is about expressing your truest nature, your truest spiritual kind of the threads of depth that lie within you. And there is something here too about you not yet investigating what you're wanting to communicate. There's some opportunity. So it could be that there is an opportunity, perhaps a collaboration opportunity or a work opportunity of some sort that is coming forward for some of you out there. So there's something that's coming up that you are considering. So you are Ricky Gervais in this, during this cycle, and you are going to be considering, and it could be, by the way, more than one opportunity. But there's something that's come up for you. The reflection card, this is spelled wrong, by the way. I'm missing an L. The reflection card is about seeing yourself somewhere, seeing yourself, for example, in an opportunity, seeing yourself in another. This is also about meeting up with people that you know, or they could be new meetings, but typically it's about seeing somebody again, re-meeting somebody. So it could be that you're investigating somebody that you met about an opportunity that you're considering, Pisces. So it could be that for some of you, there is somebody that comes forward, perhaps somebody that you knew before or that you've met before and that you're meeting again. And maybe they're offering something, or there's an opportunity that emerges within the field of you having this exchange. Like, for example, this trading exchange card typically refers to work. However, it also is just about engaging with people. So it could be that there's some engagement that happens and that somebody that you see there presents something, or something emerges within the conversation where an opportunity is brought up and you decide, okay, I want to investigate that because it's feeling good. It might trigger your bliss point and you think, okay. But there's something here about waiting. There's something about waiting. I mean, it might be that for some of you, you're feeling not ready because perhaps the opportunity is really triggering within you your growth edge. And it could be that the opportunity does involve you putting yourself out there more, requiring that you be more expressive, for example. So this could be, Pisces, a growth edge. And you're not sure, so you're holding back and you're waiting, but you are investigating and you are considering it. Whatever this is, you are hopeful for something precious to emerge. You want it. You are ready in a way, but it might be that you think you're not, so you're holding back, if that makes sense. That you're ready, but it's pushing a growth edge and you're not, you're stepping back a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull the other cards and see what else comes up for you. But this sounds interesting for you during this cycle, Pisces. It feels powerful. It feels like this could lead you in a new, beautiful direction. The potential is there, yeah? So, of course, this is Carolyn Mrs. Archetype card deck, and I'm going to go ahead like I did last month, and as the wonderful Elizabeth Harper does, which, if you watched last month, you know that, actually, I will tell you, this is a year. So December 2015 is, it's been a full 12 months that I've been doing the Alchemy scope. So thank you so much for those of you who have watched over the months. But before I started the scopes, I was wanting to do an intuitive pull, and last month it just needed to come. Last month was it. So we're going to do that every month now. So let's see what wants to come for Pisces. 3 cards for Pisces. Let's see what wants to come first. Okay, so card 1. So start to tune in, Pisces. And then we'll go ahead and pull your Ascended Masters card. So for card 2. Okay. And card 3 for Pisces. There it is. Okay, beautiful. So Pisces, go ahead and tune in. See where your eyes tend to land. See where your heart kind of feels an expansion point. And we're going to go ahead and pull Doreen Virtue's Ascended Master. And we'll see which master is coming forward for the majority of you. Pisces wants to come. Purification, white Tara, Pisces. I'm going to read what Doreen writes here, but white Tara is about purifying your intentions, your motives, your belief system, your thinking, but also your body as well. So let's take a look. I'll leave that there. So purification, white Tara. So this is what Doreen writes. Let me lift this up while I read it. So Doreen writes, something involved with this situation needs purifying. This could be a signal to purify your motives and intentions so that they're purely about service and not about fear or competition. It could mean a purification of your body and diet, or it could simply mean adjusting your life so that all your actions are in integrity with your true beliefs. White Tara will support and assist you. Put your whole focus, this is an additional meaning, put your whole focus on how may I serve instead of what might I get out of this. Now, keeping in mind your spread and the opportunity that might be presenting itself, what delicious Ascended Master guidance is this? This is wonderful. Wonderful. So let's leave white Tara there. Okay, Pisces. So let's go ahead and pull. These are Carol and Mrs. Archetypes. And I work with archetypes and symbols. I work with soul story. Soul alignment coach is what I do. So we're going to pull and see what archetypal quality set is asking to be evolved through you. Gorgeous. So if you picked the far left card, Pisces, you received Mystic. So Mystic is about moving out of delusional rapport with the divine and moving into reveling in intimate union with the divine. This is about deep integrity with your relationship with spirit. Fabulous. Okay. So Pisces, if you pick the center card, now interesting, quite different. So femme fatale. Now femme fatale has come up several times in 2015 for the signs. So let's take a look. So femme fatale is about moving out of inappropriate use of sensuality and attachment to money and power into highlighting the erotic energy of the feminine and opening your heart when your dependency is rejected. So this is coming to a place of peace with regards to rejection and understanding that rejection is not, when rejection happens, it's needing to happen. And it's also reflecting an inner rejection that's going on within you. It's an inner story. And the external is showing itself to give you a manifestation to learn from. It's all about learning to love ourselves more. That's what the whole journey is about. So let's take a look at card 3. Pisces, Healer comes up. Now, Healer has been coming up quite frequently lately, both for my monthly alchemy scopes and for the mid-cycle scopes that I do for my patrons. So let's take a look at Healer. So the Healer archetype is about moving out of taking advantage of those who need help and failing to care for oneself, and evolving into passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. The center card, Femme Fatale and Healer, both have a similar thread. Definitely. It's about self-love, everyone. The big story. That's the big evolution story for all of us right now. Beautiful, Pisces. So let's move on. Let's see what else we have for you this month. Pisces. So let's move on now to the final component of your alchemy scope. Here we come to the Dakini Goddess, who I pull up to provide you with an optimal embodiment, an entity to become, a quality set to embrace during the course of this next cycle to optimally fulfill you and to put you in a place of least effort. I use Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle, and this month, Pisces, you received number 31, Phoenix, a beautiful Dakini. Phoenix goes through the fire of immolation and the fire of transformation. The water is her blood of compassion, the blood of life. I am going to read here, as I did last month, two components of this larger document that Penny has written up. One is the Dakini transmission, and what I'm going to add this month is the affirmation. Pisces, here is the Dakini transmission for you. I am the living proof there is no death. I am the immortal soul, self-evident, ever-living. Take refuge, seeker of truth, beneath my fiery, compassionate wings. In the darkness of the night, see my burning eyes of light. Now, Pisces, the affirmation for this Dakini 31 Phoenix for you is this. I am immortal. My spirit is ever living. Any sacrifice I make or have made is an offering for my immortal soul. I'm going to read that again. I am immortal. My spirit is ever living. Any sacrifice I make or have made is an offering for my immortal soul. Pisces, I wish you a wonderful month ahead. A reminder that I provide services well outside of the alchemy scopes. The scopes are just one small component of the broader work that I do. If you are interested in understanding your soul stories that are encoded within you better, I offer something called the Archetypal Profile. I also offer soul sessions, soul alignment sessions. This is putting you back into connection with the organizing principles of nature and thus your own nature. So if for those of you out there that are serious, you can be in contact and we can have a little talk and see if it's a fit for a client relationship. And my website is below this video. So feel free to connect with me if you would like to go deeper on your journey and create some clarity and understand what is going on. I wish you well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.